Hey everybody, Sinister Lex here. Today we're doing a little Upwork video about talent specialists. What are talent specialists and why do they keep recommending you to such shitty gigs? Before we get into that, please feel free to go down to the bottom, rate, comment, subscribe, and click the get notification bell if you want my notifications. Beyond that, let's talk Upwork talent specialists. So, this topic came up. Man, I can see this thing. I'm trying to get it out of the way here. Trying to make my mic out of the way, but this is not easy. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad right now. Alright, so check it out. Upwork talent specialists, what are they and why are they recommending you to terrible jobs? Upwork has been... Here's how Upwork works. So, let's say a client posts a job. Let's say I post a job on Upwork. And a lot of the time there's going to be people who apply. Sometimes there's not going to be anyone who applies. Or there might be very, very few people because of the qualifications or the requirements I have on my job. So let's say I've got 10 people who apply or 5 people who apply, but none of them are really a fit for my job. I don't think they're a fit. So I don't hire any of them. And the job stays open or it gets closed, whatever happens with it doesn't really matter. But a couple things do matter. If it stays open and freelancers keep applying, but I'm not really looking at hiring for that job anymore, that makes the freelancers mad. That's just kind of a small thing. So I think Upwork shuts those out after a while. But let's say I don't hire anyone, then what happens? Well, if I don't hire anyone, Upwork doesn't make the 20% off the freelancer that they would get when that freelancer works with me. They also don't make the 3.5 or whatever percent that is that they get from the client each time the client works with them. So what Upwork wants to do is connect freelancers, more freelancers, with clients while they're actively thinking of hiring. To this end, whenever I post a job, a talent specialist, which is a member of Upwork's staff, they're on Upwork's payroll somehow, automatically gets connected with me. They say, hey, I'm going to send you some invites to your job. I'm going to try and find some good people for you. I don't really like this because I want people who are actively seeking gigs on Upwork. That way I know that they're not swamped with work. I know that they actually have time. I know that they're interested in doing the work. They're not like on the sidelines of Upwork. They're not sitting in the background just hanging out. But I think it's all starting to come together because now Upwork is making profiles private whenever they are not, when they haven't earned any money in the past 30 days. So there is that. But anyway, here's how it works. Upwork talent specialists, they want to connect more people with me. The more freelancers I have to choose from, the more likely I am to choose one of those freelancers, pay them, and then Upwork makes money. So Upwork goes and looks for freelancers, but they don't look very deeply because they got a lot of freelancers to look through. They got a lot of jobs getting posted. What they end up doing is going and they look at the profile. They are checking quickly to see if you're in the same industry. So let's say I post a copywriting gig I need some copy for a law firm website. They're going to go out, they're going to find a copywriter, and they're just going to match that person up with you. They're going to invite them to the gig. Now here's the problem with this is that you might need someone with law-specific experience. Well, you're not necessarily going to get that because they don't look into it that deep. They just invite people. They want the numbers. They're connecting numbers here. And this is for they do this for all gigs. They do this for all jobs, whether it's a free job or whether it's a pro client, an enterprise client. There are some differences. We'll talk about those here in a sec. But just know that they're just sending invites to like random people almost, as long as you have the skill. The general industry, the high-level skill. So to that end, that brings up a point. You're going to often be paired up with clients who either aren't right for you, you're not right for them. So that means, what should you do in that case? You should take a look at the job. Don't just assume you've got the interview. 2 things. Don't assume you've got the interview. Take a look at the job. So you're looking at the gig to make sure it's something you might even be interested in. If you're not interested, don't accept the interview. Don't take it, okay? That just doesn't make sense, and it puts you in a weird position. It wastes your time, it wastes the client's time, so just don't do it. If you want the job, if this is something you are interested in, then don't just send a 1-sentence response. Don't say, yeah, I'm interested, because I get those all the time. I get people who Upwork is inviting, even though I don't want them to. They invite these people, and the people think that they've already got this interview. They're like, I've got this, so yeah, let's do this. And that's all they say. They don't send a proposal. If you want this gig, you need to write a response as a proposal almost. It doesn't have to be a straight out proposal, but you need to respond to me as a client with you focus. You need to show me that you're interested in my job, what about it interests you, how you can actually help me. Those are things I'm still going to care about because I didn't invite you myself. If I was going through your profile, if I looked at your bio, I read all about you, I decided this person looks like a perfect fit, and I invited you, that would be a completely different story. We would move straight into interview mode. But when Upwork is inviting you, I've not seen anything, I haven't seen you yet. I don't know you, I don't know your bio, I don't know nothing about you. I know as much about you as I know about the 10 people who just sent proposals to me. That's all I know. If you want those gigs, you need to give a legitimate response. Now, let's talk a little bit of a difference here in the pro clients, enterprise clients. With these clients, Upwork's talent specialists, they work a little bit more closely with the client, and they try a little bit harder to pair them up with the right people, because these clients are already paying Upwork, and Upwork is already profiting from them. They're already making money off these clients. So they want to help them the most. So they go and look a little bit deeper. It's still not perfect, but whenever I got my first pro client, which was only been a month or so ago, a couple weeks, whatever it's been, Upwork came to me, they looked through my profile, they said, you look like you have the right skills for this, and even though it wasn't an exact match, it was pretty good. So I looked at the job, I said, yeah, this looks like a really good gig, and then I had to go through a multi-round interview process. So the first process was actually interviewing with Upwork and then moving on to interviewing with the client. So you need to take this even more seriously. If you want a gig like this, you need to take it really seriously, send a legitimate response, answer every single one of their questions, take your time on this and make it right. But for the regular invites, that's why you guys are getting crap interviews, crap jobs from these Upwork talent specialists. They're just going through, quickly making sure that you have the skill that the client has tagged or that they've mentioned in their title, and then they're pairing you up. They're just clicking that invite button. They send 5 of these, they send 10 of them. Most of them aren't a fit, but obviously this is probably working somewhere along the way for them. Some clients are hiring some of these people, and Upwork is saying, well, we're getting some results, we're getting some hires from this, so it is working for us in a way. They keep doing it. Let me know your thoughts on this. Have you had good experiences with this? Are you just getting crap gigs? Have you got any good gigs from this? I know I've heard of some people getting good gigs from these, but a lot of people are just getting crap invites, clients who aren't really a fit for them based on their criteria or anything, and it's going to be really hard to get your ideal client when you're just getting invited to a random gig. But let me know your thoughts in a comment down below. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, click the get notification bell if you want those. By the way, this whole thing, this idea for this topic came from our Discord chat. It's free, it's 24/7. It's in the link in the video description. So go down there and you can join, just pop in with any freelance questions you got. Anyway, I'm Sinister Lex. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to get my facial expressions down right. I'm always so weird with those. Anyway, I will see you next time.